listening to the Dank Swamp Rebellion with part 4 of Nonc Nu and the Wild Matous.
It is not the greatest feeling in the world, though.
But I was at the boxing one day, and we were playing music at the boxing. This dude was pissing, and he farted.
How you play that at a fair?
I'm like, oh, he fart. And so we wrote we got all the lyrics for P-fart. We never wrote the music for it. But when we started the band, our first songs was like "In Your Ladies," yeah, Lily Gruges,
I love that
Down
song.
the Bayou. But we had, like, when Cody and I joked about the band starting years before, the songs were Sweet Most Beloved. It was a love song about a Japanese plum. Mm-hmm. And the song, $5, it was $3 a tail. And, you know, it took us...
When you want me to take over?
Right now. It took us 8 years. It took us 8 years to write these songs. Go.
Let's make the transition.
No, I don't know. I think where I fell in the mix was Mike or Cody or somebody had the idea. We had the Google Drive with all of these things. It's like, how can we make these things musical? How can we just fucking turn them in, from something that didn't make sense to something that was like, just kind of sounded all right, Sure. And I think that's where I came in. That was my big contribution in the early days.
You did a lot of the transitions to other notes. When we write songs, we both got guitars, and we sit in front of each other and we're playing guitar, and we stare at each other and we look down and we do what we got to do. And when the transition works and we both do the same thing, we look up at each other and it's like, all right, that's what we're doing.
Right.
Like G to B7. Like
it's interesting to know what dynamic you play in a creative setting like that. Like, to know what role you're supposed to provide, right?
Right.
And to know that y'all comfortable enough sitting on beanbags, chucking away at guitars in your croissants, the grown men staring each other in the eye.
Exactly. Not all of us are wearing croissants.
I think,
there's
from
two people in the room and not all of us are wearing croissants.
From a creative standpoint, like my own shit, like playing my own songs, doing my own stuff, I always had a trouble to finish something. Like, I could always come up with an idea. You get that initial strike of lightning, so to speak, as a riff or opening line. And then you get to a point and it's like, well, then where it goes. I always struggle with that. But when I got with Nonc Nu, they already had the initial shit together, so it was like,
you were the icing on the cake.
Yes.
It was all easy to finish all of that shit.
Isn't it nice to feel that way too, as the icing on the cake, or the ace?
Philip. Isn't it nice?
the ace in the hole scenario.
Phil is the cocky and the Nonc Nu cocky.
Blue cocky.
No, dude, I relate to that a lot.
But then sometimes, I would come with an idea and throw it at Mike, and he's like, can't take my buzz. We talked about that song for fucking days and weeks and months and years or whatever. And then we had the initial idea. I couldn't finish it was $5 a tail.
No.
I couldn't finish the last verse. And I was like, look, man, I can't come up with this shit. And then the next day, Mike texted me the second verse and the finish, and it was all boom.
That was
like
it.
that.
But like, can't take our buzz. It's like we would sound check to
the jam.
The jam of Can't Take My Buzz. And we never had anything. It was just a sound check. It was just to hear how all the pieces were heard.
How full it was.
Yes. Before we played a gig. And then I'm like, dude, this is an awesome jam. Let's just write a song. And Can't Take My Buzz is your most generic song.
Yeah, he's jamming in his head right now.
I know. I am too. But it's the most generic song ever. But when we took the cadence of the words and changed up the cadence to I got too drunk when I put it on the coffin again. Like you mush the words together. Mm-hmm. It changes. Because no blues songs went fast. It was always slow. So when you play a blues song and you almost inform a rap like Snow, And so when he put on the cuffs, it was way too rough, and I can't take my butt, and speed it up and slow it down and get it again.
That was that Beastie Boys
it was
plug.
It was the
in a blues song.
It was the icing on the cake, you know.
There's people who know that too, and that's awesome.
Yeah, and we spoke about every song's been done before. This song, the progression of this song has been done a million times.
Mm-hmm.
But the cadence of the words,
that's the difference.
And the accordion and everything else that we bring into it is what changed it from your 1-4-5 to your 1-4-5. And just and it changed the whole dynamic of the song because you're just speeding up the lyrics.
Yeah, and I think that at the end of the day, you got a song talking about you can't take my buzz, and that's what people relate to is the words.
And it's a true story.
They don't really understand what's going on musically, but I mean, that's just that's what it is.
But some
they
of
hear
us
the
do.
songs.
Some of us do.
Yeah.
I could agree with you on that. That maybe the large majority of people, but the ones that do, at least you're getting critiqued in the way you should, man. Because
that's kind of where where it's like you got an initial idea for a tune, and then it's funny and it's got all the elements, and it's like, okay, how can we make this fun for us to play?
Yeah.
Right.
But also be relatable to everybody.
I'll tell you what, that's very hard to keep an erection when.
The trawler's all painted and the tickle chain's good. About to head down to my favorite hood, down to Leeville where the shrimp are tick. And I like to pick up on the fat chick. I pull a juicy Lucy and I say hop in, but don't bother with that dirty stepping. So I laser down in the 3A box, and I tried to hold on to the big old locks. I said, ay, ay, ay. Oh, that sharp pain, what could it be? Oh, yeah, yeah. Hurts so bad I'm about to pass out me. Oh, yeah, yeah. My knees buckling, I can't see. Oh, yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah. Ay, ay, ay. I jump in the air and I fall on the deck. My booty feels like it was in a giant wreck. I have no idea what it could be. So I take a look around and what do I see? A little marshmallow with half a pecan, laughing at me, saying gone, gone, gone. I once heard to put the juice on the sting. So I picked the catfish up and he started to swing. Ay, ay, ay. Oh, the sharp pain, what could it be? Oh, yeah, yeah. Hurts so bad I'm about to pass out me. Oh, yeah, yeah. My knees buckling, I can't see. Oh, yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah. Ay, ay, ay. Oh, that sharp pain, what could it be? Oh, yeah, yeah. Hurts so bad I'm about to pass out me. Oh, yeah, yeah. My knees buckling, I can't see. Oh, yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah. Ay, ay, ay. Sting me once, shame on you. Sting me twice, that's it, I'm through. I can't believe it got me again. That damn pecan on his little fin. I can't stop crying, I'm a big old mess. I got hit twice right in the fest. So I head back to the bull dump. Driving in my truck, I hit the hump. I say, ay, ay, ay. Oh, that sharp pain, what could it be? Oh, yeah, yeah. Hurts so bad I'm about to pass out me. Oh, yeah, yeah. My knees buckling, I can't see. Oh, yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah. Ay, ay, ay. Oh, that sharp pain, what could it be? Oh, yeah, yeah. Hurts so bad I'm about to pass out me. Oh, yeah, yeah. My knees buckling, I can't see. Oh, yeah.
it's awesome to write the songs, but the best part is when we take the songs and we introduce them to the rest of the band.
Okay.
So when we take $5,
He already knew everything.
yeah, $5 a tail.
Not
We
him.
take Can't Take My Buzz, Big and Old Gumbo, and we're like, all right, here's our new songs, and he's like, so how you feel?
Have this, Chef.
Talk into it, bitch.
Man, I like
There
the
you go,
classics,
perfect.
like Peel Out, Grand Isle Beach. That shit gets me pumped up. Like,
Grand Isle Beach is great.
I'm so glad
that's
my
a
washboard
great-
covers my waist, because I'm bone deed the whole time on stage. I swear. I promise you. I tell them all the time.
It's got to be an awesome feeling too, bro.
I
to be a
promise you,
fan.
there's every single show. You could ask Philip. I show him my frissons every time we play a song.
Yeah.
Do you still wear a strap, or is that boner holding up the one?
I'm glad it's down there, because sometimes it comes off my shoulders, but it's the bone D's it's
all
right there
chop.
to help.
It's all chop.
Help hold it up.
And I can tell you, it's only
It's
about
also
like,
taught me a new trick where I can run my spoon up the backside of
Oh,
the
shit.
washboard.
Oh, give a
Yeah.
little vibration there.
Dude,
I
people
used to
think
do
that's
that
like
with
something
Guitar
I
Hero.
invented. That was just like freak of nature. It just
Put
kind of
my
happened in
boner
the
up
moment.
into my little Ninja Turtle sleep pants and play some Avril Lavigne really hard on hard.
On hard, man.
Hard on hard.
Hard on hard.
shit.
Man.
You taking the washboard and bringing it to a new level.
Well, it's just percussion.
It's because what you
It's
could do with
exhausting,
it,
isn't
though.
it?
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, because I put everything on
You
it.
do,
though.
bro. You put it into
Everything. It
I'm gonna
comes
tell
from
you
my
what,
ankle
you know what
to
it reminds
over my
me of?
head.
You
It's-
think this is crazy, but Meatloaf.
Yeah.
Dude.
Meatloaf sweats it out, bro. Like if you ever seen, I've seen Meatloaf live. Everything that he puts into it, bro. He bleeds out everything
He
into
does.
performance.
That's
all
why
I'm
I gotta
saying.
wear gloves, because I was literally bleeding on stage.
Holy shit! Just
The
take
meat-
your finger meat
Yeah,
off.
but I won't do that.
The meatloaf of the bayou.
I played a couple gigs with them, and I noticed like my hands were getting so cut up. I'm bleeding all over the washboard and stage, so I had to put on some gloves.
It's starting to turn into a Ramstein
It's
concert.
just too much
isn't it?
fun. It's just too much fun playing with these guys,
Wow.
man. Can't help it. I'm into it no matter what. The first beat drops and we're on. Yeah, it's
hear
too
you.
much damn fun.
That's
Can't
awesome.
help
Man.
it.
It's really cool.
If you forget you're not having fun, then just look back at Tim and then it's like, oh yeah, we having fun.
That's where we at.
Look at Tim fussing me.
Oh yeah,
And you're like, oh yeah, they having fun.
I will run across stage and kick him in the ass because
Yes.
Yeah.
he's just kind of playing.
Yeah,
no,
Tim brings
we're
a party, man.
we're
Tim
here.
does.
We're here to have some fun and bring a
But,
party
but
to
Tim's,
stage.
the children in the band.
It sounds like the
We all
hype man.
old now, you know. So we get to the second, third song. It's like, all
Oh
right.
God, it's 8:30.
Like, oh shit.
I'm normally watching.
Not even. It's like 8:17. I still got 3 hours to play. I'm like,
Puff bet.
oh, bro.
damn it.
And
I'm
he's
calling-
coming.
I'm like, dude, we
He's
got
coming
this on
still
this on
booting.
this on this on. Come on, let's
Yeah,
go.
he's still booting me up my booty hole.
Please not play jambalaya. Come on.
But we gotta play Dream Alive.
Don't slow me down now.
Do we have to?
Wow.
There's always that song in the set list that you absolutely have to do that you just can't
Well-
stand.
Well, I'm glad it's not Tina Na.
No, the thing about the band is,
I'll do like their version though. Like
Yeah.
they do pump ups and Tina Na.
Yeah.
Tina Na is not my thing. That's okay. They do pump it up to their own level, their own style.
And it's time.
which is
It
cool.
that was the shit.
Yeah.
You know, but like I said, you've heard it so many. Every single wedding you've ever been to on the bayou.
Yes. But when we play a gig, like people's gonna book us for a 3-hour gig or 4-hour gig, and we gotta throw in a lot of cover songs. You know, we gotta throw in
A lot of
Tina
Matchbox
Na,
20, I understand.
You know,
So much Creed.
so much Creed. Courtesan session. Verdict is. I'll sing it,
Please
by the
stop.
way.
Please.
Anyway, but
Yeah, I can do the Spanish version of one. Uno. Oh, Uno.
I would actually be cool with that.
but so
Porque ese Uno.
So we gotta pull songs out our ass to play for these 3-4 hour gigs, and we could do it. It's doable. It's not fun because we're not as confident in all the songs that we do. But if somebody books us for an hour and a half, we got that set, and we could go through that set, and we're like, all right, we hitting all the hitters. And unfortunately, or fortunately, I don't know how you want to think, but jambalaya, the way we play jambalaya is one of those hitters. I mean, people not from down here when Philip starts playing by himself, "Goodbye, Joe, we got," and he sings the whole verse by himself. People's like, "Yeah,
I finally know one."
I know the words to a song.
Yeah, right.
Besides taking a shit. Besides number 2. And then we're like, ba ba da ba ba, when the accordion comes in, the bass comes in, like, it just, even to me, knowing what's about to happen when I slide down that accordion and hit all those keys, and I come in and I hit that D, I get the free songs. Like, it's like, we there. Like,
when you nail it, bro.
Right when he hits that D,
that electricity.
when he
bro.
nails the D, he feels it.
all the way to the back of his neck.
all the way to my taint. But no, for real though, like when I hit that and I hit that D and we all come in together on the D.
I like how the whole band comes together on the D.
Right on the D.
Everybody just gets
Everybody
together.
drops that
and the
D.
biggest game.
It's the
But we go
soggy boudin.
But we go D to the A. I'm sweating so much right
Let me
now.
tell you something, man. From what you told me your old job used to be, you better never go D to the A minor.
So no, but when we hit that first note, it's like, regardless of what everybody ever heard before, here in Jambalaya, we hit that note and we all come in together. Like, people get a little shock in their face. Like, I don't like looking at people when I play music.
It's kind of a splash.
It is. I don't like looking at people when I play music. I look above everybody's head and I smile and do what I gotta do, but I don't like looking at people's face. And
He's like, I don't want all the cancel culture hate coming from the crowd to me personally because I have issues.
we're gonna talk about it. We'll talk
this.
about it. I got a very severe anxiety issue.
Told you.
And so, even today, when we had Big Mike's pre-popping before this,
That's
this
what I was
gig,
wondering. Did you have to go like gorge yourself on meat before you got here to calm down?
I didn't eat. I was so nervous, and so it's like you can ask them.
But
like,
y'all Nonc Nu.
I know. no, I don't know. But like, we'll go play a show. I'll go play a show for you and your wife and 10 people, and before I get on stage, I'll be like, all right, let's. I'll start gagging before every gig, and it's horrible.
Especially right before you hit that D.
right when he drops to the D.
Right when he drops that D.
Yes.
Goodbye.
But no, I got severe anxiety, so I don't look at people when I play.
I was the same way. I took my glasses off and just it's a
I'm
bunch of blurry shit going
I'm
on
pretty
in
much
front
the
of me.
same way. I'm blurry, but I look above everybody's head. I realize I'm on a stage. I could look above everybody, and it takes about 7 songs for me to be able to look at somebody's face.
That's like a whole set list for some.
Yeah.
Not for us. We quick.
That's just the tip.
Just the tip
Just the tip of the D.
today.
Today.
But it takes a lot, and I've had some bad gigs. I've had some good gigs, but I've had other musicians notice me backstage behind a stage, just like, ugh, just gagging, and it gets bad. And so you play the gig, and like I said earlier, you put everything out on the stage. You leave every ounce of energy you have on the stage, and you get off the stage and you just want to go crumple up in a corner. You know, I got nothing left. Like, I'm so nervous that people be like, you didn't sound good. Because I'm not an accordion player. I'm a guitar player playing accordion.
You overanalyze the piss out of the
I do,
situation.
But all
I do.
artists are like that, man.
And there's some times where I'll be able to go out with everybody and be like, yeah, I love you. And pinch their nipples. Like I'm doing comme ça. But there's sometimes when I go up the stage and my wife's got to walk me back to a place, you know. And there's a lot of energy
People don't realize the energy.
Yeah.
So what's nice for you right now is you didn't have to play a show, but you're able to fucking be at the party. I like that.
But I was still, I was still gagging and nervous while we had big mics.
But I will tell you this for all the listeners out there that haven't seen what's going on over the last couple hours.
All you audio listeners.
All you audio technical listeners. But there's been a lot of molestation of the new kid, a lot of hand holding, nipple playing, things of that nature, and I just want to let y'all know he's into it. Tim is digging every moment,
every second.
Every Patreon subscriber.
That's why he's in the band.
Knows this for sure.
Now we know the truth. The washboard player is the fluffer.
That's a good idea.
That's going in contract when y'all leave, bro.
Yeah, it's written.
I'm sorry, man. I didn't mean to bring this on you, dude.
No, you're not sorry. He's sorry.
Guys, super stoked to have you on the show.
Hell yeah,
It
brother.
is. I'm a super fan.
Dude, like he was saying, he is super fangirling about this session for the last 3 months.
The only thing would be better if Poo Poo let me put his teeth in my mouth.
I'm gonna call Poo Poo for you.
What a respect for that.
I'm telling you, Poo Poo, you're original, bro. Don't let nobody take that from you. And I mean nobody. You know who I'm talking about. That's all you, bro. Like you and Nonc Shaw's, bro. Nonc Shaw's, wherever you at, out there in the airwaves, come to us. We want to hang out with you, bro.
We're putting it out in the atmosphere.
Yeah, we want to chill.
The feelers are
But
here.
guys, we had Nonc Nu and the Wild Matous. Has been an awesome
Fucking
freaking
right.
couple hours with you guys. Thank y'all for coming hang out.
Thanks for having us, man.
Oh, dude,
Thank you.
anytime y'all want to come back,
Sure,
the door is
yeah.
always open. You're
Tomorrow.
always welcome to come.
I'll come back tomorrow.
Come on,
Be here
bro.
tomorrow.
Right on. So let all of our audience know where to find Nonc Nu and the Wild Matous.
August 17th, we'll be at Bayou Distillers.
April.
What did I say?
August.
Oh my
Y'all
God.
gotta wait all summer to see these son of bitches.
Edit.
April 17th, we're going to be at Bayou Distillers down in Houma. They're doing a boucherie, and we'll be there.
And the
from
next day we're
7 to
gonna be
9, I think.
Next day we're gonna be at the Blessing on the Feet in Chauvin.
Yeah.
Oh,
At the
hell
Arts.
yes.
Yeah.
I haven't been blessed on the fleet in a long time, dude. Probably 20 years.
Oh, bro, you catch some bees if you show you.
You know, you catch some shit for sure. I'm about it.
And then where we're going to be at this Saturday? I don't know what time, when is this coming out?
It don't matter.
It's not gonna be out.
It doesn't matter. I'll cut you in a little. I'll cut you in an Instagram video from it.
I don't know where we're gonna be. I'm looking at the
gonna be-
calendar.
they
I'm
gonna-
in
A
October.
campground in Patterson.
That's going to make a
We're
sick
playing Lake
Instagram
Velour
They might have
under the
one or
second
two.
oak tree.
Great.
That's going to be the best Instagram
We're gonna
video
be
right
at
there.
Cypress Lake Campground,
Okay.
Oh, that's cool.
March 20th. Come right
Oh,
up. You'll
shit,
play
I-
washboard with us.
For real.
I did that,
Looking for a
actually.
washboard.
It's-
I really can sing. Believe it or not, I have an amazing voice.
Fuck you. I
We
don't believe
need
you.
a washboard player.
All
Come play
right.
washboard.
You could be...
That's all we need.
I got this.
How many harmonies can you guys do?
17. Let's do one right now. Let's do one right now.
Go
For
ahead.
every day in August.
There are stars
Yeah,
and
let's
where
do
you
it.
at?
I'm waiting.
Let's
Go,
okay.
man.
Wait, we're gonna harmonize something in particular.
Hurricane. Do hurricane. Do your little hurricane thing. We're gonna harmonize it.
Just start a note.
How
Do your
about
hurricane thing.
how about listen to the Dank Swamp Rebellion?
I do a bunch. Me.
There you go.
Old man from the corner. Sing your little thing.
Old
Yeah, let's
man
do
from
it.
the corner.
Let's listen to Dank Swamp.
Old
and
man
harmonize
from
that.
the corner.
Let's hear a
What you
little-
talking about? Old man
little
from the
jingle.
corner. What is
Hurricanes.
that?
You like that, bro?
I do.
Oh, thank you, dude. We dig
That's
that.
jamming, man.
Thank you, bro.
Bam.
We have gotten some good feedback about the intro song.
Nice.
Yeah, dig that. But yeah, check them out. Nonc Nu, the Wild Matous. Play a lot of gigs. Not since COVID, but they will be back on the road again. And guys, welcome to the Rebellion. It's been awesome.
Thank you so much. I
for
can't
having
wait
us.
to come back.
than yesterday's throwback. Oh, where Boucherie. We got the Gratons, the Gratons, and the hog-head cheese. Gonna be a party, just you wait and see. Oh, where Boucherie. Couchon out on the table, we skinning him my house. Got that family together, this is what it's all about. Hang that meat on the wall, it's gonna be alright. The cool nights are coming through tonight. The big spinner is here, charcoal heating up now. The keg is all cold, it's time to fill the cup. Oh, where Boucherie. We got the Gratons, the Gratons, and the hog-head cheese. Gonna be a party, just you wait and see. Oh, where Boucherie. Hey, hey, it's a Boucherie. Everybody, it's a Boucherie. Hey, hey, it's a Boucherie. Everybody, it's a Boucherie. Hey, hey, it's a Boucherie. Everybody, it's a Boucherie. Hey, hey, it's a Boucherie. I said 1, 2, 3, 4. Got that grease already. Drop that fat in the pot. Sprinkle some Tonys on the crunchy grat. Throw them bees up on the grill. Just kicking back, wild and bestial. The accordion is jamming with that drum and bass man. Boys bouncing guitar, dancing to the Cajun band. 2, 3, 4. Oh, where Boucherie. We got the Gratons, the Gratons, and the hog-head cheese. Gonna be a party, just you wait and see. Oh, where Boucherie. Hey, hey, it's a Boucherie. Everybody, it's a Boucherie. Hey, hey, it's a Boucherie. Everybody, it's a Boucherie. Hey, hey, it's a Boucherie. Everybody, it's a Boucherie. Hey, hey, it's a Boucherie. Everybody, it's a Boucherie.
Thank you for listening to the Dank Swamp Rebellion. Tune in Wednesday for a special Brews with Buds episode with Pickled Peppers Hop Talk.